Hi everyone, it's Michelle from Divine's Purpose featuring Tofu. Yes, this is Tofu. This is my sister's dog, and we're saying hi. Hi. He's only 5 months old. 5 months. And he's a love machine. So he's going to sit here while I do this energy update. I was called to do a reading for you in regards to the new moon in Aquarius. So I hope everyone's going to have an amazing new moon. I hope you understand the shifts, and I hope you understand what's happening right now. If you do have Instagram and you want more energy updates and you want a lot more downloads of what's happening if you're on this journey, especially as twin flames, twinners, what's happened, please follow me there. I do a lot of videos as well, and I do post a lot of energy updates, especially on my stories. So if you do desire to follow me there, please do. Before I get into this, I want to give you guys a little bit of an update. My Bali retreat is being changed to April. I have 2 people already joining me, and I'm hoping to have one more person join me or join us in Bali for that magical goddess energy. So if you are interested, please click in the link down in the description box to my website, and my website will have everything, y'all. It has all the healing sessions that I offer, and as well as the Bali retreat, and you get to find out a little bit more of who I am as a divine feminine. Oh, and also I do have a really special project in the works for divine feminines, and I will announce it when it's ready. I hope we'll be ready shortly once I can get my attention back on being obedient and following spirit. But like, come on, like, hello. He's still kissing me. Like, he can't. He's a love machine. I'm just a love machine. Love him too. Okay, so let's get this reading going. Else we're going to be staring at a puppy all day. So I hope everybody's well. I'm going to start off with my After Tarot. Now, the one thing I will say to you in regards to this energy is make sure you know who you are. Make sure you're strong in your knowing of your position here as a divine feminine or masculine. I don't know what's going to come out right now for this. All I know is that spirit guided me to come forward. Therefore, I am. So let's see what this is. I'm going to call in all the Ascended Masters that would like to work with me, Spirit Guides, and of course Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. So the first energy that wants to come up is the Fool. This is honestly, guys, the energy. It's brand new beginnings, and there's so many people taking the leap of faith to ascension, higher self, higher consciousness, higher learning, and their authenticity. So there's so much going on over here, and I'm happy there's a white dog that's joining him on that leap, right? But this is understanding, guys, that there is a brand new beginning that's been shifting and pondering as the collective for a long time. So it's understanding the leap of faith and the hard work and dedication you have moved forward towards. A lot of people are experiencing ascension symptoms as of now, so please honor them. Those symptoms and that pain is there for a reason. I know it's not easy. I know it's difficult. Trust me, I wouldn't be where I'm at if I haven't experienced it myself. So it's understanding that you have to honor those symptoms that are coming through. Now, another emotion is a lot of people are really getting sick of their everyday life, the programming, the matrix, however you want to take it. The one thing I can tell you that makes my life easier is God first. Like, everything has to do with divine source. You can't be on a spiritual path if you don't believe in that energy first and foremost. And of course, forgiveness, and happiness and inner peace, and all of those things come together once you step into your own healing. But a lot of people right now, as a collective, are jumping into this new awakening. And that's what this really is. So you're stepping into the new, which is creating this amazing energy of the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant is the divine counterpart of the High Priestess. Now, this energy is wonderful because, first of all, it's a 5, which equals a change. This is also another major arcana, as the Fool is, right? So these are really major energies. But the reason why I love the Hierophant, probably it's one of the most amazing male figures in tarot for me, is because of the higher commitment, higher wisdom, and higher love. You are rising up. The 3D, the lower programs, the lower consciousness is no longer serving. A lot of the ego is being healed. A lot of the fake illusions that you actually put on yourself are being revealed. There's a lot of exposure, and you're rising up into who you truly are meant to be as spiritual beings. Oh my God, look, number 8, which is the infinity, and look, another major arcana, and this is strength. You know, to a lot of us in the collective, and especially us who are healers and do the readings, this is our Beauty and the Beast card. You can take that as it resonates to you, but this is understanding courage, the strength, and the journey that you're going through is creating a lot of inner strength. And you know, the journey isn't for the weak. It definitely isn't for the weak. It's for the strong, right, baby? And the thing is, you know, the one aspect that a lot of people run away from is the courage. I've seen it. I've seen it on my own journey. You know, it's that aspect of knowing people who like to take the easy way out. And that is no judgment, because everybody has their own journey. But this is also understanding that you, most likely, if you're watching this, you've taken the proper way, which is the harder way, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, or you're done doing the easy way because you know you're still miserable and you're still unhappy in the end of the day. And you know you have to go through this. I was actually talking to a beautiful divine counterpart who is in union that has actually started my 6-week shadow work program with the first round. And they're both so amazing separately, and together they are just so powerful, and yet they're still healing, and they're still working, and they're still doing the inner work and still building that inner strength. But they did mention something in regards to, you know, like really just showing up to yourself and showing up to the journey, no matter how hard it could be. And they're just flowing and allowing and really trying to take that aspect of, you know, once you get initiated, you think it's done, but it just keeps coming in. And that's the strength that I'm talking about. You know, it's the coward versus the courage. And the courageous lion, really. And you really have a choice of how you want to go about it. But at the end of the day, the divine intervention is coming in, and it's going to be an awakening that might be a little bit more exhausting. So you could take that as it resonates to you. With that energy comes the 4 of Cups. This is literally emotional boredom. And really looking at keeping your focus on the spilt milk versus the cups that are standing. So some of you out there, and this may be more masculine energy, and you know, we all carry masculine and feminine within us. So it really just depends. To me, I see this as ego, 100%. And I see that our ego is not being stroked. And that is causing some emotional boredom. Or, like I said to you guys, some of you are really awakening, and some of you are actually realizing you have to actually do the work, going in, inner work, shadow healing, facing yourself, facing your lies, facing your denials, and allowing yourself to come in and see what's really happening behind the scenes, because some of you are really bored. Like, I'm picking up like this, another day, you know, like that energy, which it shouldn't be like that. Like, every day is a blessing. It really is. And when you do the work and you really understand the power that you carry, because a lot of you know who you are. A lot of you know you're special. A lot of you understand that you are the magician. And, you know, another major arcana, what is that? 4 major arcana out of 5 cards. So you know this new moon is going to be a quick and big shift. But a lot of you understand that you have these tools that have been given to you. You know, the magician uses all 4 tools in tarot with the additional tool, which is spirit, and manifests things that they desire. So the one aspect of this energy is this. Okay, I'm going to stop for a second because I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about this energy. And it's understanding that, first and foremost, please know who you are and know what you desire. I said this on my Instagram read today was, you know, a lot of people, sorry, I had to give a kiss. A lot of people don't know what they want. like if I go up to someone's like, who are you? Tell me about yourself. They don't know who they are. Okay, tell me what you desire in your life. They don't know what they desire. So this is a really big energy of, do you know who you are and do you know what you desire? Because you really should. Because to be honest, 2019 for us as a collective was really the transformation year, right? The butterfly on my hand, the butterfly. Now we're coming into this energy here. This is goddess Sekhmet, right? The goddess of power, the goddess of strength, the lion head. And then we're stepping into what? And excuse that, but it's the truth. It's divine. It's higher. It's the crown. And that's what you're reaching. You're reaching up into a higher ascension. But the thing is, you didn't want to spend all 2019 having that transformation, going through the dark night of the soul, going through the hard work, going through the physical changes. A lot of people, including myself, had to deal with the physical separation of our divine counterpart, right? And if you're on a twin flame journey, you understand what I mean. So 2020 is here. And we've been telling you 2020, 2020 is going to be crazy. 2020 is going to be magical. Get ready. And now in this energy, it's like, okay, it's coming. And all of that we said is coming. But do you really know who you are? Because of all that energy that we've been testing on, you should know who you are moving forward, which is really big. It's a really big energy, and it's understanding that you have to know who you are because there are bigger things coming, okay? The one thing about me, you guys, I do shadow work, and I do past life regressions, and I'm a clairvoyant, and all these gifts that were given to me due to the hard work and the journey that I had to go through. I'm going to tell you something right now, and I've said it before, the next few months is going to be shocking to some people, and it's going to be a really big shift, like really big shift. And these are the energies that are here through the motion of ascension. Okay, let me just put this little cutie down 1 moment. Let him go, let him run free. And I actually said that about dogs and attachments too. A lot of people are coming into the awareness of like, oh my God, like I treat my dog in North American standards. Please understand, I travel the world and I've seen a lot of dogs not treated like how we treat dogs in North America. But in North American standards, we treat our dogs better than we treat ourselves because we are happy putting chains on ourselves. We're happy going to work every day and being unfulfilled. We're happy doing certain things in relationships that don't make us feel free. We are just keep on holding ourselves down and putting chains on us, and then the dog is wild, running and free, happy as a motherfucker out here in these streets. So take that as it resonates to you. I thought that was a brilliant concept that I was watching with my sister a few days ago. So I just thought I should say that because that's what this energy is about. It's really understanding, letting go of attachments and really knowing who you are. So let's get this really going now that I don't have tofu on me. So we have number 38, 11. I'm seeing 11 so much. My IGTV update earlier today was 3 11s. When you see 3 of anything, please understand that's a very big message. This saying guide, a guide, mentor, trustworthy ally. This energy right now is for people who are struggling. For me, there's 3 levels of awakening. There is sleeping, waking, and then awake. A lot of people, especially us who are on the journey, twinners, you understand who you are, you're a healer, you're here to do something special under Christ consciousness. This is understanding that you're still waking. You're not actually awoke. You haven't been awakened yet. And it's because you're still rising up from the 3rd dimension into the 4th dimension. And hopefully, if everything goes right energetically, you'll be at that level of 4 to 5D by the end of this year. Time is an illusion. Everything's in divine timing, but that is the energy update that I've had for a while, right? So this is the energy that you really have to start talking to people that you trust, people who are more in that sacred space, unconditional love, no judgment. And it's time for you to get your guide and mentor for whoever you vibe with. And it's time to do more of the harder work because this is the energy of the mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of us all. And this is understanding one big energy. And a lot of this energy is going to come this year, especially for twinners who are more codependent on the twin flame journey. Meaning, and I don't follow a lot of readers on YouTube or Instagram or anything like that because I like to be obedient to the messages that come into me. However, I do know that a lot of readers only stick to what your other divine counterpart is thinking, doing, karmic energy, all of that. And it's good to know. Let me say that it's good to know and to be aware. But unfortunately, we are causing a codependent energy versus a self-reflection energy and healed energy, as twin flames truly are. You know, if you don't know what Christ consciousness is, you should look it up. If you think you know what twin flame journeys really are, I would suggest you dig a little deeper. Because if you know your twin, as a lot of you do, a lot of people are waking up to two strong emotions. One, their twin flame that they thought was their twin isn't really their twin. Okay? And it's not to trigger anybody, but it's the truth. And two, that your twin flame, the catalyst to your own awakening, is really the person in your own reflection. Meaning you need to look at yourself, and you have to understand that the healing that is here to step into purpose and mission, because everything that we are here for, yes, based on love, unconditional love, but it's for mission and purpose. You know, you have a role here, you have a responsibility here. So it's really understanding it's time for you to look in the mirror. Know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. Because we're stepping into the times of, and I love this, I can't believe this both came up, and I have to credit my sister for this, because she said, by the way, she's an author, Lily A. Love, and you can follow her on Vibrations. One second. Oh my goodness, here I go. And it's 129 as I speak right now, so that's another 11, aspect 111. And then I have number 29 here as Lemuria returns. So if you are on Instagram, you can follow her on Vibrations Love Light. Vibrations Love Light. She has a lot of followers. But we're talking about the energies of past life of Lemuria and Atlantis. And then she introduced me to Matt Kwan, who I've heard from before as spiritual teachers, but he did mention that, and I hope I say this right, that Lemuria energy is the divine feminine and the Atlantis is the divine masculine. Now, I have to do some research on it. It's a very great understanding of, okay, wait, we're looking at different timelines. And if you know Lemuria and you know Atlantis, you know those are very spiritual times in our ancestry. And please believe, if you're a twin and if you're an awakened and if you are part of the collective consciousness as a light worker, any aspect of that, please understand that you have deep, deep roots in both timelines in Lemuria and Atlantis. So you'll feel connected here. But if Lemuria is the divine feminine, which I believe the divine feminine is the divine mother, the Holy Spirit, and she's pregnant, come on. And Atlantis is more of the masculine energy through the technology. You understand that these energies are coming together at this current moment in time to really shake shit up. So, Lemuria returns, earthly spirituality, community, ocean, conservation. First and foremost, we have been going through the womb. A lot of people are going through womb chakra clearing. A lot of feminines, okay, and you can take that as it resonates to you. Please understand this is energy. A lot of feminines are having a lot of womb activations. So if you're feeling that, there is an energy here of this. How many times last year have I felt pregnant? It's ridiculous. Okay, so take that as it resonates to you. So if this is the divine mother, we have to understand that we're actually going back into creation. And it's due through the higher aspects of consciousness, right? Therefore, you are coming into the awakening. And this is the clearing of the womb. Now, the one thing I will have to tell you here is Earth Spirituality Community. This is the moment that we have to come together. And that's why I was called to do more of a face-to-face versus just my hands on this. No filter, nothing, just raw, natural light. You can see the mirror. That's my art piece right there, actually. Anyways, I just saw it and it's like, oh, this reminds me of Lemuria. Anyways, this is an understanding that we have to come together in 2020. And the separation of everything is really coming to an end. You know, if you truly are Christ consciousness, if you really are divine, if you really understand the motion of spirituality, then you understand there is no such thing as separation. And I have to go back to that because to a lot of us who are separated from our twin flame journey, you have to know that you're never separated from them. So if I did trigger you earlier, this is an understanding that you're never really truly separated from your twin because they are the reflection of you. And anything that you focus on with you, right? That energy is also being guided to them. Now, divine masculine energy, the Atlantis, rapid development, excellent success, because they're coming. And how many times have I said, divine feminines, sit strong. That's it. Sit strong. Know who you are. I don't know who your divine counterpart is. I don't know your journey unless we've had sessions together. But to those of you who I've never talked to in my life, if you're new to my channel, if you're new to this message, sit strong. Focus on yourself. Get your guide, get your mentor, even if that has to be you at this current moment of time, and sit strong. Protect that energy that's in the section, in the midsection. Protect that baby, if you want to call it that spiritual baby, because divine masculines are coming. Please understand, divine feminines, we're in the lead, and you have to understand one thing and one thing only. All the hard work that you've done, all the tears that you've cried, all the wounds that you had to heal by yourself in the dark did not go in vain. You have to have faith and you have to have trust. But you also have to sit strongly in understanding who you are. There's a lot of divine feminines right now being pulled towards their masculine. And do you know why? It's because energetically your masculines are coming. They feel it. They understand it. It doesn't mean that you have to go reach out to them. For me, and I'll give you my experience from it, I haven't reached out to my divine masculine, and I won't. Because the thing is, if divine masculines know who you are, divine feminines, and they desire physical communication because they know that it's meant to be in regards to God's plan, higher love and understanding mission and purpose, sit back and protect this energy because they will come to you. Allow the masculines to be masculines. Let them come. If you feel them, if you're feeling pulled, divine feminines, I would tell you this. Talk to them. Talk to them. Let them be your guide, but telepathically, because they're feeling it. They're rising up. Honor your divine masculine's journey. Honor the masculine within yourself. And don't lose. I'm feeling, and it's crazy, this energy right here. I'm feeling, do not lose the healing that you've been through in 2019 in the motion of control. We have healed the control energy and we have to remain abundant. Because with the magician, the Hierophant, the strength, and the Fool, you got to sometimes read between the lines, y'all. And you got to understand that energy doesn't lie. Spirit doesn't lie because we have trust and faith of who we are in our journey. And we got to put God first. Let me tell you one thing. Put God first and know who you are through this energy, because whatever you desire, and if you know what you desire, have faith. It's coming. All right, so what am I at? 23 minutes. Okay, it's a little bit of a long read, my bad. Look at this. Okay, so I'm going to get these new oracle cards that I just got. It's called the Prophet. The art alone is just makes my mouth water. It's delicious. We have 38, another number 11. What is that, Spirit? Like 6 11s all day today? It's been insane. And who does that look like to you? Okay. Before I continue, I want to say something very quickly. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, that's okay. Because I had done this video through the motion of Michael Murdad, who has been a spiritual teacher for 35 years. He has this beautiful concept that I totally grasped onto, and I got so many confirmations that, Mother Mary and Jesus were twin flames. Again, twinners are spiritual contracts before this life. Not every twin flame journey is romantic. Yes, a lot of us are, but a lot of people are not as well. This is about making the contract in regards to how you're going to step into your light work, how you're going to step into healing, how you're going to step into who you truly are and what you need to do here. Okay, so Mother Mary and Jesus. Jesus the person. This is nothing to do with religion, even though on the bottom of this card it says religion. Interesting. Take with you your all. Take with you your all. So, in your life, religion aside, spiritual in front, understand that you have to take everything that has been given to you through every motion of your life, every aspect of the good and bad, ugly. And know that, if Mother Mary and Jesus were twins, Christ was the energy of divinity. And they had to do something on this life that was beyond actions, sacrifice, and a lot of trauma that a lot of us couldn't probably even go through in this life. And this is the understanding of coming forward really strong in understanding who you are. Please understand, a lot of twin flames and a lot of people are realizing, oh wait, I forgot the divine aspect of this journey. And let me quote my girl Lauren Hill, because it keeps coming up. To be used by God, to really be used by God, you must be used. And that's who we are. So now what do we have to do? We really have to get rid of all that programming and all that illusion that was put on us from the day we took our breath in this world. And heal the aspects that we need to heal. Difficult? Absolutely. Impossible? Nothing's impossible. Marriage, number 5, sing and dance together and be joyous. Come on, Twitter. It's like, really? Come on. So, let me finish off here. I just opened this up. Let me finish up here and let me get some energy cards here with these amazing, amazing art pieces. 34. In your longing for your giant self lies your goodness. Good and evil. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, y'all don't play today. Finishing off with a very important message of duality. When I see good and evil, I say take the O out of good. Take one O out of good, you get God. Put a D in front of evil, you get the devil. God, devil. God versus devil. Light versus dark. All right. Now, what do you believe? Right? So we have to step into the understanding as above, so below. The yin, the yang. Twinners, you get that so strongly. Now, in your longing for your giant self lies your goodness. What does that mean to you? Because I'll tell you what that means to me. First of all, 34 is 7. 7 is God's number. In your longing for your giant self lies your goodness. You're longing for something bigger because you know it's there. I see the word lies, L-I-E-S, the lies we've told ourselves through the motion of your shadow. And that's where you think it's good because you've been lying to yourself for so long that the shadows are becoming good. Now, this is wounded, distorted energy. Good versus evil, good and evil. Now, there's a beauty in both aspects, and my divine counterpart taught me that quick. I remember being very attracted to his darkness. Yes, because I was like, what makes you and who makes you who you are, masculine? But I just know there's so much darkness in you. What does that mean? In your longing for your giant self lies your goodness. So when we're looking at that, big energy right here, I hope you're following. This is understanding that through the motion of your giant self, your bigger self, the real you, the divine you, you have told yourself lies to make your life easier and really push aside who you truly are through the motion of your ego. You know, a lot of people say that the ego is the evil energy. And, you know, I believe ego should be there, That's my opinion. I think it protects you. But there's also healed ego versus wounded ego. So it's really understanding that the wounded ego, the distorted ego that hasn't been healed, your darkness, has been fed lies after lies after lies to make it look good. I would hit this table harder, but it's glass. All right, number 32, tell it not in words talking, because a lot of you, and I'm sorry, and I'm going to call it out because Spirit is telling me, and this can be for both divine feminines and divine masculines, but this is a masculine energy. Even though there's a woman on this card, these two together are masculine energies because of the programming. A lot of masculine energies, and again, it could be, you can be a woman or a man, I don't know, but it's your masculine side of you, hasn't really spoken the truth. You're still hiding in the shadows because the lies you tell yourself feels good. And then I'm also picking up here that you need to talk to maybe a mentor. I'm getting down with that. Also, maybe talk a little bit more into the mirror. This is the part that I do with shadow. Sorry if it's bumpy. I didn't mean to hit the thing. But this is what I do a lot with my shadow healing sessions with my private clients. I ask a lot to do mirror work, which is really big. And, sometimes you are so deep in your lie that you have a hard time even communicating your truth. And even if you can find someone you vibe with, you still have a hard time. There's anxiety, there's blocks, there's mental entrapments. That's fine. If you have the courage to speak your truth and to confront these lies that you've been telling yourself for so long, please step inside a private room in front of a mirror and start talking. Honor the emotions that are coming out from it because it's going to be extremely strong. Listen, feel, process. Okay? If you have any questions and if you want your own personal reading, please contact me, okay? Last message, because this is getting a little longer than I thought. 16, another number 7. To you, the earth yields her fruit. Buying and selling. Okay. A lot of you are understanding also that you have sold your soul in the past for materialistic things. And there's a deep understanding, again, through this energy of ascension, through the Atlantis timelines, through the Lemuria timelines. Okay, you can take it as it resonates to you. To you, the earth yields her fruit. Okay, let's look at that picture again. What are you putting your time and effort in? Because there's an energy here of selling your soul in such a way that you forgot how it is to be divine. The abundance of a pomegranate is what I'm getting in my mouth. The fulfillment of life, of what that really is. This is what the new moon is really about. And it's a lot. And I'm like, wow, I'm even shocked because there's different aspects of people I'm picking up on right now and I'm visualizing them. And it's very difficult to remain balanced, which I'm trying to at this current moment in time. When there's an understanding that buying and selling of your soul, and then we have good and evil, and then talking. Right? So there's a really big message here. And it's understanding that this is the time that your truths are going to be revealed. And you get the choice, as of now, until divine intervention comes in. And trust me, it does happen. I've experienced it a couple of times. And I know a lot of people who have too. It's time to reveal your truth. And it's time for you to be the magician in a healthy way, not the manipulative way. Because when I have buying and selling of your soul, to me, that's a lot of manipulation, a lot of lies, a lot of the player energy, right? But then we have good and evil. Now, let me finish off on this note. Please understand, to be divine, there's only one message. It doesn't matter who you are, what you did in the past, through your shadows, through the wounded, because you didn't know any better. First of all, you were in ego. You did not know any better. You didn't know who you were. The one message from our divine God source is very simple. I love you. Come home. You're being presented a new beginning. You're being presented a new beginning in the higher realms. You've been feeling it. You might be playing a little bit in it. I feel a little back and forth energy with the buying and selling of the good and evil. But you have to understand that everything was meant to happen in divine order to get you exactly where you are now, so you can be exactly where you are in the future. Yes, time traveling. Think about it. So what I'm saying to you is that, have you sold your soul in the past? Because I know I have, in different aspects. Have I did things that were beyond my knowing of who I am? Of course. Let's keep it real. But I also know that everything that I went through was something I was supposed to go through to be where I'm at now, and for me to prep me for where I'm going to be in the future. So when you look at your past and you have guilt, shame, remorse, remember that was all supposed to happen for you to be who you are. You were supposed to walk in the shadow, to clear the karma, to clear the energy of past, and learn the lessons you were meant to learn. Because that's the lessons that your soul agreed to before entering this physical existence, okay? It's time for us to be more awakened. It's time for us to come into truth. It's time for us to shine the light of love on things that really matter. And the most important thing for me, y'all, and the reason why I'm really up here face to face, no filter, nothing, just me, to say, this is who we are as a collective. I honor everything that has happened. And I'm ready to shine the light on my truth, because this is who I am. So, with that said, 37:33 on my clock. Much love and blessings to you all. Have an amazing new moon tonight. If you're doing anything, please sit still, and if you can, do the mirror work. Trust me, it's magical. But sit still and listen and understand what you truly desire, because I don't want you to waste another year, because it's time. It really is. So thank you again for watching. If you're interested in any of the sessions that I offer, you can check it out in the description box below in my website. Please press like and share the video. So much love and blessings.